Today I'm going to see if I can make Mutant Mayhem Leatherhead look more like the movie. So this figure of Leatherhead came in the 2-pack, so it's got the battle damage, like red and black marks. I'm taking it apart now, just some pieces. The gun sling was tied on, and then the vest just came off easily. And next step, or first step, well I guess this is the second step. I'm adding acrylic varnish, so I'm just painting a thin layer of it's a matte acrylic varnish, and that's going to work as my primer, and I cover everything with that. But the gun barely fit into the sling, so after I add a little bit of paint it's going to be even harder, so that's why I cut along the lines a little so it adds a little more give. And then I go back to covering everything with the matte acrylic varnish. And so this version of Leatherhead, pretty cool, but my favorite I'd say would be the 2003 version. I have some raw sienna now, and sometimes it's really hard to get the paint out of the container. I wanted to add that in, or leave that in, just so that you know it's not you, it's me. I mean, it just happens. Now I'm dry brushing raw sienna on the vest. Usually when I dry brush, I'm just trying to pick up the edges and the raised areas, but this time I'm trying to go in all the deep spots just to make them a little darker, and I'm dry brushing because I just want a little bit of paint on and not a lot. Now I cover all of her waders, the gator wearing waders, because she doesn't want to get wet. Anyways, that's besides the point. I do a thin layer over everything, and then I do a bunch of blotches because her waders, or her gator waders, are camo. Then I dry brush a little bit of this burnt umber onto the wood of the gun, and then I do like a bunch of blotches, like little darker spots on the gator waders. This is a cinnamon brown, so it's a lighter brown now, and I'm just doing a bunch of random blotches and just getting some spots and a little bit on other spots, just to add a bunch of different variations in color to make it look like the camo that she has in the movie, instead of just one solid color. But it's coming along. It was really dark brown. Now I have a daffodil yellow, and I'm dry brushing it over all of her skin. It's going to make all the edges pop out more, and it's going to bring out more of the green in her skin and make her skin look brighter as well. And then yellower it was more white on the under her neck and belly, I guess, but can't see the belly. But then I also do it on the gator waders to add some yellow to the camo, and then dry brushing it all over the hat to just add some wear and tear to it, and then a little bit on the gun butt and the wood parts of the shotgun, just to bring out some more details. And I don't want to put a lot of paint on that because I want it to still fit in her hand. Now I have a little hand drill, and I'm just drilling down the barrel of the gun to make it deeper, and then I go inside with the black, with some black on a toothpick to make it look even deeper, like it goes all the way down the barrel because it's darker. Now I dry brush a little bit of silver on the metal parts of the gun, and especially on the butt of the gun. It really makes it pop out and look like it goes really deep in. And for some reason they had her goggles blue, but her goggles are green, so I painted that green with a shiny apple orchard, and the shiny is the gloss, so it's brighter and like in the movie. And this is a nickel azo gold. It's a light fast paint. It's so it's pretty much see-through. It's just gonna add a little bit of a shine and a bit of a gold tinge to whatever you paint it on. So the belt and the hat were already red, but I want them to look more like leather, and this paint helps me do that without adding too much color or changing the color too much. And I also decided to go over the waders to make them a little shinier because they'd be made of rubber, so a shine makes them look a little more realistic, and kind of brought out all the different shades of the different colors I added on. Now I go back to my raw sienna. It was still a little left that wasn't fully dry, and I dry brushed that over the gunsling to pick up any of the edges and details on that. Now I have a real brown. It's a dark brown, and it's a satin finish, so it's a little shiny. I went for the strap, but I didn't like how that was looking, so I went a second coat with bark brown, so it's a little bit lighter brown, and then I used a little dry brushing on the hat to make it look a little dirtier. and that's in the movie. That's what I'm going for. That's from the poster. Now I'm covering everything with another coat of matte acrylic varnish just to seal everything up so it won't get scratched, or yeah, I guess just scratched. And also it'll tie everything together because it'll all have kind of the same shine, but like the shiny spots will still be shinier. But I wanted to add some more like beat upness to the hat, so I dry brush a little bit of daffodil yellow, and now it's time to put her stuff back on, and the gun fits in nicely. That's how I did it. It was just a simple paint job, but I think it really made a difference. You can see more in the pictures than in the film when I'm filming, because everything's going so fast because it's time-lapse. But next week, I don't know yet, but it should be something cool. So until then, remember, always keep your head up. Peace.